Here it comes. Hoover Dam. Okay, here we go. All right, we are back for round two. We got Figgy in the house. Howdy, Figgy.
Hi.
All right, we're gonna go to share screen. We got something to show y'all. Check this dude out. Now, this is what we were talking about before. Figgy, can you see that?
I've got it.
All right, this is Oscar Jw Hansen. This is the guy that actually built well, not necessarily the pyramid or the Hoover Dam, but all of the sculptures and the art, if you want to call it art, of the Hoover Dam. Now, what was it that you literally just got done saying before I got us recording again?
Oscar actually wrote a biography, and his whole book, it's titled Above the Cherubim or Beyond the Cherubim. And it's extremely difficult to find. I haven't been able to find anything on Audible. I can't order it off of Amazon. Just even the whole front cover is really occultish.
I totally believe that. Look at this. Oscar Hansen is known for his prominent public sculptures at Hoover Dam and the Yorktown Victory Monument.
Yes, Yorktown.
Yeah, look at the. This is like a Roman helmet.
It is. He has so the Yorktown Victory Monument is a whole nother rabbit hole in itself. But on the top of that is what's supposed to be the Statue of Liberty. And we all know the Statue of Liberty is really Ceramus, aka Lucifer. It was struck down by lightning.
Look at the very next couple of paragraphs. Beyond those two important federal government commissions, little research exists about Oscar's art or his life. Well, that's a perfect cover, so that way he's hidden. Oscar's fascinating but never told life story includes archaeological expeditions, world-famous artists, connections to 9 presidents, alien theories, a broken family, astrophysical discoveries, and a holy grail quest.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oscar is a deep rabbit hole. He's super interesting. I wish, we would have had the opportunity to talk to him.
Born in Norway, Josephine, Maximilian Jw Hansen. Oh boy. Yeah, this is kind of an interesting fella. World War I hero.
So if you go back up to where his parents were, his mom said that his father was actually a king.
Okay, Oscar was born in 1992, or 1892 rather. Unwed mother. Okay, Norway to unwed mother Josephine Maximilian Jw Hansen. Baker Herman Hansen is listed as Oscar's father. Baker Herman Hansen on his birth certificate, but Oscar reports his father is King Oscar II of Norway and Sweden, who was notorious for impregnating women while touring the country. Oh my gosh. Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah,
there's some royalty.
There's royal BS all over it, not to mention the occultism all over it. I mean, how many other people that we know were actual children of a certain royal families or whatever and just kept secret, and they continued on in the occult lifestyle?
Absolutely.
Gosh, you gotta be joshing me. But no, you're not. Huh.
Viking Island Adventure.
As a 7-year-old boy, Oscar and a friend steal a boat, sail out to a remote ocean island, discover lost Viking treasure, then almost die in an orca whale attack on their journey home. Very interesting. There's very little to know about him, but we know this little snippet. How would you know that? They stole a boat. I mean, was this public knowledge for everybody to know, or was it something from a personal diary, or did they just make it up?
I'm wondering if he put it in his biography. I'm desperately trying to find it. So if anybody knows where to find the biography, let me know.
Yeah, no doubt. First child, Herman Hansen, dies in infancy. That must be his firstborn child?
Yes, his firstborn child.
Well, that's too bad. I don't like seeing that, but at the same time, probably with a better knowing that kid was going to be growing up into this kind of crap. Important Midwest sculpture commissions. Minneapolis Rand Tower Wings. Hinsdale War Memorial bust of Nobel laureate Albert Michelson.
Yeah, I haven't even looked into this one yet, so I don't know who that is. But again, you have the winged
Yeah, it looks
cherubim.
just like a cherubim. I mean,
Yep.
only one wing, only this one here. See the one at the Hoover Dam, we see both of them pointing up, but this one is as above, so below, pointing down, and it's curving in the exact opposite direction, making an S like a snake, like S for
Yeah,
snake or serpent. Just saying.
it's still there.
Oh, yeah. Chicago area sculptures. Oh my gosh, that's another cherubim with a sword, with a cherubim and a flaming sword.
I knew you would like the sword.
Only this one's got boobs. It's a female cherubim.
It's Uriel.
Uriel or uterus.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Hoover Dam sculptures. Yep. Oh man. Yeah, this is a very interesting guy. Yeah, and there is very little. So yeah, this would be an interesting guy to really dig into. And he dies in 1971 before I was born. Thank goodness for that. Oy.
So Oscar also, as you can see there, he went to the US Congress and he was talking about weapons of mass destruction, nuclear attacks in the ocean. They gave him rare seeds from the seed bank to grow.
U.S. government gives Oscar world's oldest seeds to grow in his Pantops greenhouse. Do you think he was preparing maybe like those seed arcs that are all over the world?
It could be. I mean, there's some. He has a long history relationship with the military-industrial complex.
Oh, and Chinook salmon. Look at this one here. Oscar submits geophysical research report on WMDs and the Earth's core to the U.S. Navy. You know those U.S. Navy flood maps that we've seen of the future Earth after the flood? Yeah. Right here. Oh boy, that was right around this time. Oscar testifies to Congress against Eisenhower's military policy in the Middle East. U.S. Congress fights to award Oscar a presidential medal. What?
And how this Oscar was able to also do such a completely accurate rendering of the exact time and moment for the Hoover Dam. I mean, who was this guy?
Right. And then Oscar obtains the world's finest aquamarine gems to carve a priceless holy grail. And then fighting bankruptcy. Why would you be fighting bankruptcy if you've got the world's finest aquamarine gems? Fighting bankruptcy?
They toppled him. The U.S. government just absolutely annihilated him at one point.
This is Oscar sells the Holy Grail and Pantops Mountain to Victor Orsinger. What in the world? Victor Orsinger arrested for stealing millions of dollars from a convent of nuns.
Tell me this just isn't wild.
What? Okay, Oscar published his autobiography Beyond the Cherubim. Yep, there it is. Oscar assists in reglazing Hoover Dam sculptures. Okay, this is definitely a weirdo. Holy smokes, folks.
So there has to be obviously more to him. He held a lot of power for a very long time, and just all of a sudden, you know, and then
really, this is kind of mind blowing. Like his stuff has to do with angels and cherubims. Like there's a cherubim there. That's a cherubim. We seen at the Hoover Dam cherubims. There's something about this dude, folks. There's something about him that definitely needs to be investigated.
And he's tied to the Norse as well. Leif Erikson, his Viking adventure.
Really?
All
right, hang on just a second here. All right, folks. Now, here's another part of it. The 26,000-year astronomical monument hidden in plain sight. The star map of Safety Island has baffled visitors for decades. Now, for those of you who've been following me long enough, know that I know about this 13,000-year cycle, and that being the return of Nemesis, or Nibiru, some people call it, but it's Nemesis. It's a 13,000-year cycle that it comes into. Now, it's kind of like a double whammy because we are in precession of the galactic center, basically the center of the Milky Way. Every 13,000 years, we go we pass through the equatorial plane or the galactic center of the Milky Way. And also at that time is when Nemesis comes back around. It's kind of like a double whammy every 13,000 years. So this here being a 26,000 year astronomical monument is saying that there's 2 cycles here. So this is right where I kind of go, because it's a warning. So now you got a chance to get into this, didn't you, Figgy?
Yeah, so I looked into it a little bit. You start really messing with the astronomy, and I've always divert back to you. I personally, I look at this and I start tying it to things like Enoch and the Yugas. It all corresponds into these time frames, the weeks of Enoch's, the different,
Look at this.
like I said, Kali Yugas.
Look at the timing they're giving. The Plaza's terrazzo floor is actually a celestial map that marks the time of the dam's creation based on the 25,772 year axial precession of the Earth. And this is about 14,000 AD.
We're not able to see your screen at the moment.
Okay, let me hit pause here really quick. Then let's. All right, can you see it now?
Got it.
Okay, good. Sorry about that, folks. So yeah, this right here is the article that we're looking at, 26,000 year astronomical map from the monument. And this, once again, it goes over everything I've been talking about. This here, we're looking at 14,000 AD. Doesn't this look like an arrow or a tear of wheat?
Yes. And that also happens to be some of the symbology that is on those geological covers.
Look at what this is saying, folks. Marking in the terrazzo floor of Monument Plaza, showing the location of Vega, which will be our North Star in roughly 12,000 years. Well, guess what, folks? Our North Star has moved. Polaris has not always been our North Star. We've had other North Stars, believe it or not. And one of them happens to be at the very tip of Draco.
Tell me, how did Oscar know all of this to perfect precision?
That's a cult knowledge. Look at this here. I was particularly interested in this monument because its axial precession is also the slowest cycle that we track in Long Now's 10,000 year clock. Well, how is this? Civilization supposedly only 5,000 years old, according to, the Bible, right?
Maybe this particular set of species.
Oh, yeah, possibly. No. No, I don't doubt that at all. Look at this. This is crazy. This is some craziness. Parked my rental car on the Nevada side of the dam on a day pushing 100 degrees. I quickly found the Monument Plaza just opposite the visitor center where the tours of the dam are offered. This 100 degrees. And actually, it's kind of crazy because things are getting hot right now. Like down in Texas, when I get down there, it's going to be super hot. It's going to be in the hundreds. You got a whole thing of the history. By all means, folks, hit pause, screenshot right up here where I got this, and you can come and find this yourself, and you can actually give this a read. This is some very interesting stuff. I mean, this right here, we've already shown this one here, Thuban. Mark is on the floor. That Thuban was the North Star for the ancient Egyptians at the time of the Great Pyramids. This is the one I was telling you about. Thuban is at the very end of Draco. This was our North Star at one point. So it's Thuban, then Polaris. Oh man, this is some crazy stuff. And this is, I mean, how old is this article? This can't be old. 2019. Wow. So it's a couple years old, but how many people know about it? I didn't know about it till you started digging into this.
Yeah, I had no idea about any of this until, I didn't even know that there was cherubim there.
No, I didn't either. I've never been there. I've gone all over the United States, but I've never seen the Hoover Dam. I've always wanted to, but look at this. Over 100 people died in the making of this thing. They died. Here's the thing. How did they die? They supposedly fell in the concrete as it was pouring. And so they just left them there to die. They didn't try throwing ropes to get them out. They just, sorry, dude. We'll let your family know what happened.
How Moses and the Israelites of that is that?
Like sweet Jehoshaphat's. Yeah, it's saying that it's a giant bronze statue being craned into place. There's copper and bronze, though, isn't there? I'm pretty sure there's copper and bronze.
Not a clue. Maybe. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, I will too. Oh, this is him. This is making the art on the floor.
Yeah, they lowered the big black cubes in and they put them on ice. And so what they did as the ice melted in the heat, they were setting and moving the cubes in a way so they would be precisely placed. So they are not only are they these huge weird occult things, cubes and cherubim, but they are precisely placed in the whole sculpture area.
Right. Now look at this here. We're looking right here. This is obviously of a rotation, right? From an observatory, and they just kind of took still photos and kind of drug it out. But in order to understand how the plaza marks the date of the dam's construction in the nearly 26,000 year cycle of the Earth's precession, it was worth explaining what exactly axial precession is. In the simplest term, it is the Earth wobbling on its tilted axis like a gyroscope, but very, very slowly, which I happen to know about, which is very true. This wobbling effectively moves what we see as the center point that stars appear to revolve around each evening. Well, how many people happen to know that the indigenous tribes, or the Eskimos basically, have said that they can no longer find their hunting spots because the stars have moved. The stars are out of alignment from what they were used to, which means we are wobbling. Well, why would we wobble? What's the reason for the wobble? Something else that's got gravity that's making us wobble around? I think so. Let's look this up here. Components of bronze. It's gonna drive me nuts. I gotta look it up.
I don't blame you.
It's literally gonna drive me bonkers. And okay, bronze is an alloy consisting primarily of copper, commonly with about 12 to 12.5% of tin, and often with the additions of other metals such as aluminum, manganese, nickel, or zinc. So primarily copper. Makes a lot of sense.
Pretty much everything. Okay.
Yeah. So okay, makes a lot of sense. So that actually makes perfect sense. Bronze, because it would last longer, and the bronze would actually keep it from getting as green and corroded. So that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, here we go. North ecliptic pole, Polaris. I'm not seeing Draco right here. Well, that's actually a cute little thing, isn't it? Do you see that thing move?
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. I'm like, wait, what?
It's interesting, right? Whoever did this article did a fantastic job.
Yeah, they did a really good job. But actually, I'm thinking right here might be Draco. I don't actually see the closed head of Draco. It should be like right here. So I think this might be Draco.
Where would the Pleiades be?
What's that?
Where would the Pleiades be in relation to that map?
On this? Oh heck, I have no idea on this one. I'd have to look it up in a different. Gotcha. I'd have to go to. We can actually bring that up here in just a second. Flagpole center. Yeah, they really got into serious detail. Where did they get this information from? Like, so, you know what I mean? Okay, so here's Polaris, and to the right is Thuban. So according to this, if Polaris is here, then Thuban is over here to the right. So maybe it's right here. Okay, yeah, so this looks like Draco right here. Yep, okay, this looks like Draco. We just can't see the encapsulated head. So yeah, right here is Draco, so it's to the right. So Polaris is, it's over here. So this would be Thuban. We can actually go take a look at that. You know what? We'll go look at that here in just a second. But this is crazy. How can they know this information? How could they know this? And then to come up with that future map of the world with the water.
Look at the plans for right down there, right below the Vega North Star one. Look at the plans. Right here? Nope, down a little bit. Scroll.
You know, this is crazy too. Vega, on the opposite side, that this used to be our North Star. They're saying it'll be here in 12,000 years. Yeah. So we went from here to here, and then we're going over this way. That's pretty crazy. And Vega's a pretty bright star.
What is there? Oh, there's a whole thing around counterclockwise. I think Paul with the Flock TV, he did a whole
high resolution drawing of the Terrazzo
Counter-Earth.
Wow, this is pretty crazy.
Yeah, look at that.
Of course, I don't. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, okay. We're looking at constellations and stuff off here. And okay, these are all constellations. But how do they know that point? Like, how did they find that point? Who told them that it was that point? You know what I mean? Like, somebody had to say something to them.
Yeah, I mean, Oscar, he's got this down. I mean, look at that. And then in the center are the cherubim. This is also strange, right?
It is. All right, here, let's go. Let's go take a look at the different map. Okay, now here we are, folks. We are at Solar System Scope. And this is something that I do use occasionally when I'm showing you guys some things. Now, watch this. Okay, that's going down. Let's go and look above us. Right above where the old Earth is. Right here is Draco. Here's the head, and see how it's like a long serpent. You see that? Actually, here's what we'll do. Come over here. I'll actually, oh, nope, not you. Settings. Come on over to settings. We'll go to, come on. It's running a little bit slower. Got a lot going on. Constellation lines, constellation names. There we go. Constellation names. That's what we want to see. Good to go. Here we go. Let me move this just a little bit so you can see it. See it? Draco. So this is Draco. Here's the Earth. It is constantly above us right here. Okay. Ursa Minor. Oh, come on. Get over there. Okay. Here's Polaris. Okay. The star that we're in question is actually right here. Thubos.
Wow.
Or
At the very end.
Theban, yeah, Theban, right here. So we were here. Now we're over here where Polaris is. Vega is all the way over here.
Wow.
Almost straight, completely straight across from Thuban, right here. This is Vega. And you can see Vega is one of the brightest stars in the sky that anybody can see. So now we're underneath the planets looking up, obviously. But yeah, so it actually kind of makes a lot of sense. I mean, you got Draco, which is why they feel empowered. Draconians, Draco. This is where they're from. Where are they from particularly, folks? I'll almost guarantee you they're from Thuban. I mean, they're literally telling us.
So we're supposed to switch North Stars when? I mean,
in like 12,000 years. It's a slow procession. Now, here's a really neat thing. If you look underneath us, this kind of looks like a serpent too.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
The
like,
world snake.
yeah, it's like, wait a minute here. Now, if you think about it, look at the medical symbol. You have two snakes.
Yeah.
Here's one, and the other one's above us. It's
Right.
like it's like we're the meeting point of the two snakes.
Then you've got your Norse. He was really into Norse lore, but your Norse, the world serpent, circles the world.
It really makes you wonder what in the heck is going on here. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
As a matter of fact, let's actually just to see what's behind us right now. What's behind us? Where are we at? We are in Ophiuchus right now. Come on, that's behind us. Actually, no, we're in Scorpius. We're still in Scorpius. So we are in Scorpius right now. On the backside.
And where is this Alcyon and the Pleiades? I think I said that the right way.
Auriga. Perseus. Okay. Andromeda's up there. Perseus. No. Uh-oh. All right. We got about 10 minutes. Okay. Here is the Pleiades. It's usually up above us. I should this one is kind of like the basic one. It should have
gotcha.
Serpines. Oh my gosh, Serpines.
Really? I don't understand what his hyper focus on you've got the Thuban and then this what I think it was the Alcyon. Am I saying that the right way?
I think so. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on this one. Yeah, this one's kind of the minor. It's just the public version. They don't really give you a whole lot as far as all of the different clusters and stuff to see. It's just kind of like the ones that everybody knows. Most people aren't really familiar with the Pleiades. So,
well, there's your rabbit hole, Jacob.
Oh my gosh, stop.
You need to tell me what that means.
Well, all right. Let's go take a look real quick. Okay, so here we are looking at the Pleiades constellation. And here's the one that in question that we're talking about, the Alcyon M4. What were you saying there, Figgy?
So and his whole star chart that he made, there's those two stars that he has specifically called out is that Alcyon and Thuban. So, are these like alien factions? I have no idea really, but there must be something to these two stars.
Yeah, because Thuban is in Draco, and Alcyone M4 is right here. And if you look, it actually seems to be like it might be the brightest one between that one and oh look, the Maya Indian.
Look at that.
What the
Electra. She was said to be here, and she was so disgusted with the fall of Troy that she went and put herself into the sky.
Oh my gosh. And I mean, and not just Electra, but altar. When you go to the altar, Electra, electricity,
Crazy.
lion. Oh my gosh. This is getting pretty deep, folks. And honestly, one of the things I did kind of want to kind of get into of explanations for some folks, I'm really hoping that we can come to an agreement on some things. And folks, Billy Carson is somebody that needs to be followed. You guys need to look at a couple of his videos. And please understand, I was at one time an LDS individual. I was Mormon, and I am no longer. After realizing the truth of things, Billy Carson has a really good one, and I believe I sent it to you, Figgy, already. I don't know if you got a chance to watch or not. And it says, "Is God of the Bible really Satan?"
So I started it, and I really think you're right. People need to start listening to other perspectives. And this
Yeah.
guy's really got a lot of really great questions that he's posing that people should listen to. I mean, I've had those questions myself. He just had the voice to say it, where we've all been trained not to talk about it.
Yeah, that's exactly true. And that's one of the things that I've learned. And from watching that one, it's like, holy cow. I mean, and the thing is I've kind of known that. I've kind of had some issues in the Bible itself, knowing that it was about the Anunnaki, or, the Nubirians, really. I mean, because Anunnaki is a broad term that could be anyone that comes from the sky or from the heavens to the earth is technically an Anunnaki. It's what that means. But so a Nubirian, so from Nibiru. So this is something that's common knowledge if you know about the Sumerian texts, if you know about the tablets. And I'll tell you, Billy Carson really is a master teacher. And if you really want to understand the Saturn death cult, what's the guy's name? Greg J, that really breaks it down with the purple and how Saturn was our original sun. Yeah. Folks, Greg J, you need to go catch up on his stuff. And Billy Carson, the one that I just mentioned, he had another one with questions and answers that he did, maybe like a video or two prior to that one. Just a couple of really good videos so we can start understanding or comprehending rather, what's going on. Because we've all been duped. This whole planet's been duped. How many people knew this about the Hoover Dam? Honestly, in the comments, leave a comment. If you knew all about this stuff in the Hoover Dam, leave a comment. Say, yeah, I knew about it, but did you know what it meant? Did you know what they were talking about? I'll bet you didn't. This is definitely open for discussion. Please leave it in the comments, and I will be absolutely glad to have a discussion again, and we can have a chat in the comments. Absolutely. So
sounds wonderful.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping that everybody stays safe out there for sure.
Keep digging.
Oh yeah, keep digging, because I mean, we dig and we find stuff. So remember, keep your eyes open, no fear, and remember that love is the only way forward. I hope everybody enjoyed that. Have a good day. Much love.